A journey into the past. The discovery of the 32,000-year-old woolly rhinoceros. In a remote corner of the world, where temperatures can plunge to freezing levels, lies a realm of eternal ice known as permafrost. This soil, which remains frozen for millennia, holds secrets of the past that often remain hidden. In August 2020, an extraordinary discovery was made along the banks of the Tarkhchak River in Siberia that would leave scientists and paleontology enthusiasts astonished. The exceptionally well-preserved mummy of a woolly rhinoceros that lived around 32,000 years ago. The world of the Pleistocene. Imagine a time when the Earth was dominated by immense creatures roaming vast frozen plains. Among these titans, the woolly rhinoceros, or Coelodonta antiquitatis, stood out as one of the largest herbivores in its habitat. In the company of woolly mammoths and formidable saber-toothed tigers, the woolly rhinoceros traversed the tundra in search of food, navigating a world that was both beautiful and brutal. The climate of the Pleistocene was characterized by glacial cycles, where extensive areas of Europe, Asia, and North America were covered by thick layers of ice. These extreme environments were home to an incredible diversity of fauna, which included not only rhinoceroses and mammoths but also bison, giant deer, and a variety of predators competing for survival. Adaptation to these severe conditions was crucial, and the woolly rhinoceros, with its thick fur and unique features, exemplified how nature shaped itself to meet the demands of the environment. The woolly rhinoceros mummy. The mummy found in the permafrost was a rarity. The exceptional preservation allowed scientists to see not only the animal's bones but also its skin and fur, which were intact after thousands of years frozen. Estimating that the rhinoceros died at the age of 4, researchers marveled at the clarity with which they could study its anatomy. The team of scientists, composed of paleontologists and geologists, was fascinated. The permafrost acted as a natural freezer, preserving the rhinoceros's body in a way that few other fossils had managed to do. Instead of being reduced to fragments of bones or teeth, this mummy offered a comprehensive view of the life of an animal that inhabited the Earth during an era when humans were still spreading across the planet. The fat hump. One of the most intriguing aspects of the mummy was the fat hump on the rhinoceros's back, a vital feature for survival in such a harsh environment. This hump, measuring up to 5 inches in height, served as an energy reservoir. During the long, harsh Siberian winters, when food was scarce, this accumulated fat was converted into heat and energy, allowing the rhinoceros to withstand adverse conditions. Researchers also discovered that the woolly rhinoceros's fur changed color with age. Young woolly rhinoceroses had light-colored, almost blonde fur that darkened and thickened as they grew older. This adaptation was uncommon among large mammals and provided fascinating insights into how these animals adjusted to their living conditions. The habitat of the woolly rhinoceros. Over 30,000 years ago, the landscape of Siberia was dominated by vast frozen steppes, known as the Mammoth Steppe. This expansive region was one of the last refuges for Pleistocene megafauna, where mammoths, saber-toothed tigers, bison, and woolly rhinoceroses coexisted and competed for resources. Coelodonta antiquitatis, in particular, was one of the largest herbivores inhabiting these icy plains, surpassed in size only by the famous woolly mammoth, with whom it shared the ecosystem. The horns of the woolly rhinoceros were one of its most impressive features. Unlike modern rhinoceroses, whose horns are more rounded, the largest horn of Coelodonta antiquitatis had a more elongated, sharp shape, almost like a blade. This structure likely helped them scrape away snow and ice in search of vegetation during winter. They fed primarily on grasses and other plants from the steppe, which required strong horns to access the food covered in ice. How this rhinoceros lived and died. The mummy of the woolly rhinoceros tells us much about the environment in which it lived, but it also holds clues about how it met its end. The right side of the animal is exceptionally well preserved, with the skin and fur practically intact, while the left side was significantly damaged, with internal organs exposed and most of the intestines missing. Scientists believe that after its death, the rhinoceros was partially devoured by predators, a common occurrence in that time, when competition for food was fierce. The exact cause of its death, however, remains a mystery. It may have fallen victim to a predator attack, or perhaps succumb to adverse environmental conditions such as disease or starvation. What we know for sure is that after its death, the animal's body was quickly covered by ice and snow, protecting it from decomposition and allowing it to be preserved for thousands of years in the permafrost. What this discovery means for science. Discoveries like this are incredibly valuable to paleontology. The fact that this woolly rhinoceros was found in such a preserved state allows scientists to conduct detailed analyses of its anatomy, dietary habits, and even its DNA. Genetic studies are already underway to try to unravel more information about the evolutionary relationships between Coelodonta antiquitatis and modern rhinoceroses. Moreover, this discovery also sheds light on how climate change influenced life in the past. During the Pleistocene, the Earth's climate underwent significant fluctuations, with glacial and interglacial periods transforming entire ecosystems. Understanding how these creatures adapted to extreme conditions can help us better comprehend the climate changes we face today. The publication of studies on the woolly rhinoceros in the journal Doclady Earth Sciences revealed fascinating details, from anatomy to climate adaptation, with analyses that help recreate the environment in which it lived. With advances in dating and genetic analysis technologies, more secrets about this prehistoric creature are expected to be unveiled in the coming years. The fascination with prehistoric life. The discovery of this woolly rhinoceros ignites our curiosity not only for its scientific value but also for how it connects us to the past. These giants that roamed the earth in such a distant time are, in a way, witnesses to a lost world. They remind us that the earth has been home to remarkable creatures whose lives and deaths shaped the planet we inhabit today. Moreover, there is something profoundly moving about seeing such an ancient creature preserved in such excellent condition. It's as if it had been frozen in time, waiting thousands of years to share its story. The fact that we can see its skin, its fur, and even its fat hump gives us a tangible connection to the past, allowing us to imagine what it would be like to witness these majestic creatures alive. Conclusion. The discovery of the 32,000-year-old woolly rhinoceros in the depths of the Russian permafrost is a unique window into the past, offering valuable insights into life during the Pleistocene and the megafauna that dominated that icy world. For science, it's an invaluable opportunity to study a complete specimen from an extinct era. For us, it's a chance to imagine a wild and astonishing world filled with giant creatures that, for a brief moment, were the kings of the planet. As research progresses, the woolly rhinoceros mummy will continue to reveal its secrets, providing a deeper understanding of a world that once existed and how the creatures inhabiting it adapted, survived, and ultimately faced extinction. The story of the woolly rhinoceros is not merely a tale of survival. It is a testament to the resilience of life in the face of adversity, a reminder that nature, in its vast and complex tapestry, will always find ways to adapt and thrive, even in the harshest conditions. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about the wonders of the past, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating content about history and science. Thank you very much for joining this journey through time.